I have been working at the university for 2.5 years now. I am a lab manager. I can be there anywhere from 7 in the morning until 10 at night, depending on how research is going. The rest of my time is usually spent with friends or with my dog and my cat.
I just graduated. I'm kind of vacationing before I start my job in September. I work and I'm studying for the GRE. I also have been spending a lot of time with friends. My boyfriend is very important to me, and we spend nearly every day together.
I'm on the basketball team. I have a lot going on balancing school and athletics, making sure I get everything done. I like to read and write and play with my cat. I either want to go to grad school for psychology or go to medical school.
I'm a biomolecular science major, but I'm also a really big artist. I also like to cook myself meals, I live with my roommates, and I go to class. Nothing too special. My weeks honestly haven't been too typical this year, and I've had a really crazy year. I don't know.
Being a lab manager, I kind of have to be the head of everything. I also have a couple of friends who were really close to me in high school or college, and now whenever we meet up, it just seems pretty strained because we've changed. We've all changed so much over the past year.
I'm stressed because I'm going to be leaving in a couple of months. I'm kind of worried what my social network will be like and how it's going to change. The prospect of moving and just being away not only from my friends but my boyfriend. I just feel this impending separation.
I'm an overall quiet person. I struggle a lot with mental health stuff. I have a lot going on balancing school and basketball and everything else. I'm athletic, but not athletic enough. I'm not where I need to be, and I'm constantly being told that I'm not where I need to be.
I haven't felt really hopeful or successful recently. I have so much on my plate. When I find myself not doing homework and doodling or watching TV, I totally kick myself for it. That's kind of where I'm at.
I was raped when I was 14.
Right at the beginning of the second semester of my freshman year.
My senior year of high school.
At the end of freshman year.
And then again when I was 18 on campus.
And again, later that summer.
It happened more than once.
My ex-boyfriend.
By a friend.
I was living alone.
I was asleep. I woke up in the middle of it. It was a real shock. He wasn't physically violent, but I didn't know if he was going to attack me or kill me or something.
I broke my wrist and my fingers during that event.
You don't want to think of yourself as being raped by your significant other. When I tried to confront him about it, he would say that I was imagining things.
My depression got really, really bad. I started making a bunch of changes to my medications and trying to work out of it. My team would go out and he was always out too, so I would see him a lot.
My grades started to drop. It was just a really confusing time. I basically failed everything. That really sucked because I had never struggled before, and to be unable to focus or be in my body was just so hard because it was unfair. Then that sucked.
The thing that hurt the most about that experience was that my friends, who knew what had happened, they stayed friends with him afterwards.
I didn't know how to function without him. I wasn't an independent person anymore.
I was depressed.
I felt disgusted.
I thought I was weak.
I thought it was all my fault.
I didn't know it was possible to be that down and still alive.
I constantly have a storm in my mind. Sometimes it is just cloudy, overcast, and sometimes it is a thunderstorm of both worry and stress. Every time I would think about him, I would feel like I was choking, feeling completely helpless, scared of the situation, scared of myself, scared of how I was going to recover from it.
It just fucked me up.
I had this weird paranoia where I thought that everyone could tell. Like, I would walk in the dining hall and feel like people knew or something.
You'd be, like, having the best time of your life, and then a thought crosses your head, and it's like, I need to go cry. I need to lay down and sleep.
I physically got to such a bad point that I was like, okay, I need to go to therapy. I showed up to the first therapy meeting absolutely shit-faced drunk. It was darkly hilarious. Sharing is really difficult for me.
For some people, recounting their story can be really traumatic, but for me, it actually helped a lot to process it.
My parents were there the whole time. My dad called me every single day just to make sure that I was doing okay, and my mom actually just dropped work and flew out to stay with me for a few days.
My trainer was really, really helpful. Like, she doesn't know it, but she's kind of like a mom to me.
My investigator. She was the only person that I really talked about it with.
That was the start of a wake-up, of clearing the clouds and getting away from the absolute depression that I was in. I spent a lot of time building myself back up, making a dedicated effort to find those healing moments.
Going to groups and finding a community of survivors to talk to was helpful. The whole not alone thing. You get told that a million times and that it is not your fault, but sometimes you have to come to that conclusion on your own to really believe it.
This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
Healing is moving towards, I guess, not a perfect place, but a place that's good enough.
Healing is a non-linear, time-consuming breaking of your core beliefs to make room for rebuilding.
Healing is focusing on parts of myself that I want to expand on and develop the things that I always wanted to be.
Healing can be kind of a destructive process, in a good way. It's like when they control burn parts of a forest, but you don't have to do it alone.
Healing means that you are not alone, recognizing that even though our experiences may be different, we're all connected.
Healing is going out and doing things normal people wouldn't think twice about.
Recognizing that this experience has happened to you and it's affected you, but it does not define you.
Using your rock bottoms to push yourself towards doing things that you would have previously been too scared to do.
It just kind of feels like this weight. You know, very cliche, like having a weight kind of lifted off your shoulders.
My advice to anyone who is feeling stuck in their healing is to listen to the cliches. It may sound stupid, but they're true.
The healing process is like an elevator. There are points where you can get off on the way down, but you might not be ready today, and that's okay.
I want other survivors to know it is never your fault. Be gentle with yourself.
Forgive yourself for all the things that are gonna go wrong. Because a lot of times healing isn't effective unless a lot has gone wrong.
Connect with others, even if it is hard.
Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Healing can be a huge weight to bear, but you don't have to bear it all on your